Welcome to the Collectible channel edition on Saturday. We're going to talk today about Sonic, two Beetle Bailey characters, Sarge and the General, and also we're going to talk about the M&M's characters, the red and yellow characters. But first of all, we're going to go over Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, everybody knows Sonic the Hedgehog was made to rival Mario from Nintendo. He was originally scheduled to be an armadillo, a rabbit, a dog, and he's modeled after, originally he's going to be a human, even modeled after Teddy Roosevelt in pajamas, who later became known to be Eggman, which you'll have a picture here. And then he became known as Mr. Needle Nose. He's blue. The reason he's blue is because of the Sega logo. They decided to make him blue. Originally, he was created in dot matrix, which was the old-time printing capabilities. Another thing, his shoes were inspired by Michael Jackson's type of shoes. The red was inspired, the shoes was inspired by Santa Claus, and the actual shoes were inspired also by the Michael Jackson video called Bad. He has a personality of Bill Clinton for his 1992 presidential campaign called Get It Done. They had a fictional fighter pilot supposedly had spiky hair, and they named his nickname was Hedgehog, and he married a woman who was a child book author, and she read books named Sonic, so that's kind of where the name Sonic, all that stuff, it was introduced. At one time they created him with fangs, but they thought it was too mean looking, so they took that part away. He liked the wind to drift. He was in the Walk of Games, inducted into the Walk of Games in 2005 with his fellow mates, Link from Nintendo, and also from Link from Legend of Zelda, and Mario from Super Mario Brothers, also from Nintendo. And actually the rival company, Nintendo, had a magazine back in the days called Nintendo Power, and they actually ranked Sonic as number 6 of the heroes in video games. Here's a picture of the Sonic character guy. He's a stretch one, as you can see, and all stuff. I'm not going to take him out of the box, but here's Sonic. Okay, the next characters we're going to go over has to do with the comic strip Beetle Bailey, but it's Sarge and Brigadier General, the Brigadier General. Okay, Beetle Bailey was originally a comic strip made in 1950. It was a college life for the first year, and then he joined the army. His college time, they were modeled after Kappa Sigma, which was in Rockville University, and then the Kappa Sigma actually was in the University of Missouri, where actually the author came from. They basically belonged to Camp Swampy, is what the army facility that they lived in, and it's modeled after Camp Crowder, Missouri, from World War II. They wore uniforms from the 1940s to 1970s. Beetle Bailey's actual name is Carl James. Okay, now we'll talk about Sarge. Sarge's first class Orville Peace Snorkel. Not too much is really known about him, except he was the one who terrorized Beetle Bailey a lot. He beat him up a bunch of times. He's from Pork's Corner, Kansas, and his history actually relates him to being Greek. So this is good old Sarge, the character one I have. Let's go Sarge. And the next one we're going to go over is General Amos T. Halftrack. He's inept, he gets frustrated, and he's a alcoholic. He loves to play golf, but his wife Martha doesn't like it. He has a secretary called Miss Buxley, which he often chases her around. He's supposedly 78 years old, and he's from Kenner, Louisiana. So that's about all for I have of the Beetle Bailey characters, Sarge and the General. Two, I guess Beetle's, you could say, people in charge of him, of course, but also his nemesis, I guess you could say. And last but not least, we have the M&M's character. I'm basically going to be talking about the red and yellow ones. This is a coin bank. It comes out the top. You put a coin in the top, it comes out and comes into the basic, the little popcorn area right there. That's basically all this is considered. So let's talk about a little bit about the M&M characters, for example. Okay, of course we all know there's many flavors and colors, but they're mainly the red and yellow ones are the two main characters that the co-founders of M&M's created. And then there's 4 secondary characters. The 4 secondary characters being the other colors: green, brown, yellow, or not yellow, but blue, and all that, and orange. Okay, when they were creating the red and yellow characters and the other characters, but mainly the red and yellow characters, they were looking back at old TV show, old sitcoms back in the days. They were looking at I Love Lucy with Ricky, Ricardo, and Lucy, of course. They were looking at Honeymooners with, George and George, Gilligan's Island, Seinfeld, Peanuts, and the Flintstones. And like the Honeymooners was Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton. The Flintstones, of course, was Fred and Barney. And even Warner Brothers, Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd. That's how they got their characters, the red and yellow ones. The red character supposedly is 46 years old. His weight size is the perfect shell size. He likes people to follow his wise advice. He hates it when people fail to recognize his leadership. And his favorite saying is, "Give me a break." The next one we're going to go over is the yellow M&M. The yellow M&M is all smiles all the time and is shy. They don't tell us his age, but he basically acts like an inner child. His weight is known to be perfect for his show size with an extra bit of padding. He's kind-hearted. He goes by the seat of his pants. He loves to dream about drums, guns, and rock and roll. His favorite thing is "It's all good," and he loves ultimate frisbee. So that's my collectible edition for Saturday edition. Hope to see you next Saturday. Talk to you guys later. Comment, like, subscribe to Wise, Wacky, and Witty Will. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless you all.